got a superstar in the building. Talk to us nice, Kris Payne.
Yeah.
My man. All right, listen, I want to start off with the strong topic of the night, all right? What's the difference between a rapper versus an artist? And you're definitely the man to ask.
Yes, I want to know.
Come on, talk to us nice. Or you can name two, one who you think is a rapper and the other who you think is an artist. However you want to do it.
It's tricky because you have rapper and then you have rap artists.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
All right,
it's very tricky, but I think it's hard to label it like that because it's like I can't. What I'm gonna say, Kendrick Lamar is a great artist, but he's not a rapper.
No. He got the rapper and the artist, and he got it in the bag. He got it in the bag. All right, so let me give you a Don Q, who I consider a rapper, and A Boogie, who I consider to be an artist.
That's what you mean.
Talk to me nice.
I mean, you answered it.
So, do you consider yourself? What would you consider yourself?
I'm a rap artist.
Okay, so Payne, you wouldn't consider Don Q as an artist?
I like Don Q.
I like Don Q too. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, y'all know A Boogie have more songs rotating on the radio, and I know it don't matter just to be on the radio, but at the end of the day, he's an artist. They playing his music. Don Q, do you see all his songs in rotation? Let's be real about it.
Okay, I said somebody else. I said Casanova. Now that's a good example.
All right, come on.
I feel like everyone is machine based.
Now explain that. Hello.
Because they're in the machine. It's like we could sit here, we could talk about them, right? So who's to say A Boogie's situation in terms of promo and radio budget and him booking those radio slots and being on those daytime spins ain't a different contractual obligation than per se your man.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, when that is being done, no one considers that. They just consider what's out in the public. You get what I'm saying?
That's what they can see.
Yeah, but meanwhile, A Boogie would not be in no booth with Don Q talking about I lyrically give it up.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
let's get now to the nitty gritty, because it's a sensitive topic for me, because I have a lot of people that's different. You got the Barbs and I got my Cardi B people, so I got to be touchy with it. But the Cardi B and the Nicki Minaj situation, rapper, artist.
Oh, she keep putting you on a spot.
Talk to us, Kris. They want to hear you.
All right, Nicki.
Come on, talk.
She put you on a spot.
But one thing I will say, I want to salute to my man Diggs in Long Island. Diggs used to be Nicki Minaj's engineer in LA. Nicki Minaj used to be recording that mixtape that made her famous right there off Baldwin Road. So that's a point for Strong Island, by the way.
Shout out
to Strong Island.
Strong Island enough when it comes to the rap game, and Long Island is the rap game.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I'm here to talk about it. and as far as artistry, and they both are great rap artists. Nicki Minaj, in my opinion, is more of the is more of the artist than rapper, if we're gonna label it like that, because Nicki Minaj she can go to different climaxes. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And she's able to do that, and she really does write her own material.
Okay.
She got references. What woman wouldn't have a MC male reference if they was coming up with one in the game? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Kris, the bag is the same whether they're writing for you or whether you're not getting written for.
Not really.
Nah.
Not really. The bag may be the same, but your spirit
consistency.
Your spirit isn't. Because you understand. Let me
talk about it.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna tell you what I mean. For instance, right? Everyone in the room, we're gonna agree right now that Drake is on top. Let's say financially and musically, right?
Okay.
Right? Based on if we let the radio call and the amount of times you hear him and all of that.
Drake is an artist.
Yeah.
Right? With that being said, what is the one thing that Drake doesn't have? Did anyone ask themselves that? The thing that you could tell in his spirit he wants the most. I'll give you the answer if you give up.
Tell me. Talk to me.
You give up?
I give up. I'll let you answer that.
The answer is legendary hip-hop credibility from the legends.
Okay.
Talk about it.
You understand? From the legends. And I say that because when you get a cosign, you understand? Can you walk up to a lot of the legends and get a conversation out them that's cultural about Drake, you won't. You'll get an opinion about it.
Okay.
You won't get a culture conversation.
Talk to them.
So is he more of a rapper or an artist?
He's an artist. Yes, there we go. I got it out of Kris Payne. But speaking of legendary, I know you have a lot of legendary people that can vouch for you. Can you touch on that?
Yeah, man. Well, I was coming up as a little different. I came up in the battle element. I was always writing rhymes and stuff, but I wasn't in Long Island. I was born in Wilmington, North Carolina. I was raised in Brooklyn, and I moved to Long Island in like 2002. So I had the Bed-Stuy thing going on with that, and then the South thing. But when I came to Long Island, it was more spread out. It's like it was an island full of people that was from the boroughs and suburbs. You know what I mean?
But moving from these different places, I mean, North Carolina is a different style. Brooklyn is a different style. Long Island, they consider a different style. Has that influenced your rap style?
Yeah, because it enabled me to get on whatever. That's why I don't, when people like, oh, can you do trap? Can you just put the beat on? It's like the beat will tell me what I need to do. If you're an MC, you'll get it done.
Okay, as far as, you know, rappers and artists, who do you think takes their craft more seriously?
Out of who?
Out of rappers and artists.
Oh, out of rappers and
yeah, like, what do you,
I would say,
like, who do you think would take?
I mean, I would think both. I would think both, because the artists have to go even harder, especially if they're not writing their rhymes, because now they have to know it, feel it, get the energy from it, memorize it. You understand? They have to breathe and eat this. When you're writing it, I feel like it's natural to you.
So in other words,
Kris,
the artist has to work harder.
Yes, like Kris, you write and you freestyle. So you tell me how it is writing, and you tell me how it is going straight off the top.
I mean, I'll tell y'all one thing right now. Every great artist that you ever heard that represented this culture called hip-hop, they have started in the battle element.
That's a fact.
They have started, and because they started in the battle element, it allowed them for it to be fluent in the studio. So if I'm writing a record, and like, which I've been in the studio with Chuck D, salute to Chuck D. I was working on something for LeBron with him.
Okay.
And
wait a minute, the LeBron? King James. Hello.
He said he's the plug.
Hello,
okay?
the plug.
We didn't even get to the nitty-gritty of the Knicks, but we're going to get on that. Go ahead. No, finish what you're saying.
Salute to Chuck. I was working on something for the I Promise LeBron documentary with him. I did a record with Chuck, did the video. It's booming. We got plans for it.
Yes.
Long story short, when I was doing that record, I had to rewrite some rhymes. And I was like, what? When I say I'm done writing, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But I understood. I understood what it meant to be subjective and to know what you're talking about when it comes to doing a score for someone. So me going back on my lyrics and writing, the battling, going back to what I said originally, made it easier for me. So when he's like, yo, Kris, it was too much LeBron in this. So now I'm like, let me get the flow. Let me pull up them words. Now the words are coming like it's a battle or a cipher. So all of that stuff is hip-hop training. When you don't have it, you can only be an artist if you're putting out stuff, because you got people telling you what to do. You got producers showing you how to do it. And then on top of that, you don't have no real image other than what you can fool around and get in trouble doing on World Star out here.
All right, hold on. We're going to take a quick break. Listen, Kris Payne is going to tell us about his time on 106 in Park being a freestyle king. And he also going to touch on his connection with the Knicks. So make sure you stay tuned. DJ Daffy, give him something to talk about, baby.
Yes, let's talk about it.
DJ Dash, we get flown in. She 5 wings spread apart like her legs when I goes in. I get flown in. She 5 wings spread apart like her legs.
Yo, Kris Payne, man.
Kris Payne in the building.
So you was the king, the freestyle king on 106 in Park. Touch on that, please.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to be humble. Fury,
the great one.
Fury was the king.
Okay, all right.
That was his advocate.
Well, you were Strong Island king.
I was representing. It was hard because I did those auditions. I did it fairly. I didn't just move into 106 in Park because Fury was my partner. I went down and I had to audition against like 28 MCs. After I did 3 MCs, they started using me to weed out who came with writtens.
Okay.
So I was freestyling. I feel like I did the whole season.
So they had you standing right there, making sure who had written. You could tell?
No, they were having me go against them when they thought dudes were like,
had the written.
Like he's too fluent.
So what would that do though when you go against him? Like,
first of all, he was guaranteeing me I had a slot already, right? So he was just like, yo, I'm trying to see who's who. I remember, salute to Pat Charles at BET, used to work with them. He had me weeding out who was really rapping, who wasn't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So after he heard him get down against someone else, the next they go against me. You know what I'm saying? So
Monster.
I wasn't gonna say no.
Beast.
I wasn't gonna say no in my audition.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And look, corny.
How many weeks were you on?
I was on the finals, and I was on the beginning of the new season for 2012, and I was there with Joe Buttons, and he was a little whatever.
To be continued.
I saw him at South by Southwest. But we top 5 salute the